Hello, everybody!
Hello!
Welcome back to another Rumours of Thought livestream. I am tonight's host, Stalking Horse. This is my co-host,
Indecisive Spud.
As mentioned, we are the Rumours of Thought.
Yep.
There's links to all of our channels in the space down below, along with...
As well as our Discord and, the Patreons and...
Yep. We'd very much appreciate one of you becoming our first Patreon. It would be... We have no patrons yet. So...
Does that make it mean that we fall into the class of struggling artist?
Can you honestly call what we do arts? I mean...
no, given the standards that, what modern art falls into...
I mean, they say art can have no purpose other than itself. And that certainly describes a lot of what we do.
Yeah.
I'd struggle to define anything we do as having a purpose besides itself.
I'm just thinking of... I've been to Mona down in Hobart.
Well, congratulations, you've just eliminated Hobart, along with anything south of Hobart, as a place where we're from.
How's that?
Down to Hobart.
Ah.
I mean... It's not necessarily a doxing risk if we narrow down to a state or even a city, but still, congratulations.
Yeah, I know.
You've effectively eliminated Tasmania from the list of possibilities.
I think the problem is, this is a habit that's spread through, in that my family tends to refer to going to other cities as down and up interchangeably.
Most people don't use them interchangeably. Most people use them geographically.
Yeah. Problem is, I can never tell whether or not, because of the interchangeability, it's like, when I was young, I was stuck trying to figure out, what they were referring to when they either went down or up to location.
Sort by sea level? I don't know.
Yeah, that is one of the possibilities that popped in my head, and I'm still not sure if it's right. Because sometimes they do it, and it is wrong!
Yeah, I mean, don't look at me. Down is for south, that's all I know. But yes, you can now cross Tasmania off your GeoGuessr possibilities. Anyway, moving on. Tonight, we have some more dinosaurs for you.
Yep.
Hopefully we also have some more dinosaurs for the park visitors. Although, hopefully not as close as they got last stream. Thank you for nothing, George.
My friends provide me with the, How to Train Your Dragon reference. Thanks for nothing, you useless reptile.
Yeah. So, that wasn't really the dinosaur's fault, was it?
No. Then again, who said I was referring to the dinosaur?
Nothing about George really struck me as reptilian, but in any case, I'm going to push this button marked continue and go on with where we were. So let's bring up the game feed.
Yep.
And For the loading quote, did they take the quote from the Dream Velociraptor? I have...
Yeah, Alan Dreamville. Yeah.
But of all the things to put on your quotes page, why would you pick that one?
I don't know.
Anyway, this is where we were.
Yep, we were trying to not piss off security too badly, given that they have an idiot in charge.
Yeah, whose idea was, oh, I know how we'll test specifically the tranquilizing and helicopter systems. We'll just have one break down the fence. That should go fine. Yeah.
Side note, it was not fine.
No.
Well, it was okay-ish.
I think you're up to tackling this contract. At least look it over.
We don't have Triceratops, do we?
Yes, we do.
Wait.
We've got 2 in the paddock already.
I had a derp with the... What dinosaurs do we have? Do you want to encourage his collusion with security?
I mean, right now I've been putting most of my eggs into the science basket, so I probably want the park to bring in as much money as possible. This seems like a way to do it, and my image on the Discord icons is lagging again, because just tell me that they're still working on the stream. A contract is a contract.
Okay.
Fossils.
Yeah, it seems fine on the stream.
Is there any lag before it lighting up when I speak? I don't know. Anyway, what
problem is it's sort of Discord's sort of picking up a few of your and ahs, so
I mean, it's kind of supposed to. The noise filter is not very sensitive for things I say.
Okay, yep, no, we're fine.
Yep. Okay. Looking at the Triceratops. Right now we're looking at 54. What did they want? 55. Okay. Any fossil data at all will solve that for me without doing genetic engineering. So I think I think I'm going to launch off a Triceratops expedition.
Nope, that's a Draco Rex.
That's Triceratops and Draco Rex, which are the two. One's at 0, the other is exactly the DNA I'm looking for. So that looks good.
Yep.
Also. Building upgrades.
No conditions.
No, in order to get more teams, I need more islands. Okay.
Yep.
So what can I research?
Outage protection. We did have a power outage last session, so maybe the outage protection.
Yeah, but it takes an upgrade slot away from power supply, but might be worth studying just to have in reserve.
Yeah, it might be worth staying just, in case it doesn't.
Yep. After that, I'll do the tasking and accuracy for the ranger teams.
Yeah. I'm thinking we could generally shove all herbivores together, but the carnivores,
Right. Yeah, that's why we were building another paddock over here, because we were going to... what were we going to create in
I'm thinking
that? Let me have a look. That's right, we got the DNA for... It was the Hyangosaurus we were going to put there, wasn't it?
yeah, I was thinking Hyraeosaurus or maybe some other carnivore. I think maybe the Draco Rex or something.
Yeah, this could be the Draco Rex. Ooh, fossils back. Perfect.
Yep.
Meanwhile, let's send them back out to get more from the Draco Rex. Okay. Now.
Were we going to do the thing where we were just going to have one Hammond Creation Center in a small pen by itself?
Both of these pens have existing Hammond Creation Labs. So what I was going to do was I was going to use the Hammond Creation Labs on these pens to assign appropriate dinosaurs, and then to create. And this was just going to be.
I was just trying to figure out whether or not we'd accidentally have a incompatible carnivores fighting problem.
That's what the Rangers are for. Besides, some tourists like that.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So what we need is, we don't need a viewing gallery yet, but we do need a fence.
Yep. I'm thinking we go with electric for, carnivores and non-electric of herbivores.
I was just going to use electrified for everything.
That's fair.
It's not the most economic way to do it, but it ensures that there's very little chance of guests being eaten.
Yep. If you want to electrify the starting pen, you should do that as well.
Yeah. So replace on. This is going to be expensive.
Yep. Again, they did make the starting pen very, very ridiculously large.
Yeah, we can always subdivide it if we want to put other dinosaurs in there. Because, let's be honest, subdividing this would actually probably make this more economical to run.
Yeah.
Who builds a pen this big for Gallimimus? Or whatever the dinosaurs in there were. That's the carnivore pen. Yep. Okay, that's electrified the herbivore fence.
If you zoom out to the the electric modes, you can see which fences are electrified.
Yep, that was management views, electricity.
Zoom out till it gets the blueprint mode, I think.
Ah, that was on the map, actually. Yep. Electrified fences. All the way up. gradually earning money from the guests. Okay. How are we doing on genome? 54. 55.
Where's the lab of the Hammond? Hammond Fossil
Fossil
Center.
Center. Have you finished? 120,000. I won't say no to that.
Yep.
Research is probably finished, so let's have tasking for the Rangers, then we'll do accuracy, then tasking for the ACU.
Yep.
You know, given that we have such a wide area here, we could probably stand to have a bit more dinosaur density.
Yeah, I'm just thinking we can just shove. This is the herbivore section. We shove every single herbivore in there.
So we've already got an Edmontosaurus there. We could just make a Huyangosaurus and put it in there, and then put the Dracorex over in the other pen.
Actually, what? Oh, Dracorex actually is a herbivore. Huh. God dang it! My brain might have accidentally got dragons and D&D in there somewhere.
Don't worry about it, though. Anyway, I'm going to incubate a Huyangosaurus and hope it doesn't fight with anything.
Yep.
While the Huyangosaurus does its thing, I am going to put a fence around here.
Yep.
That can be another small pen if it needs to, so I'm going to start by putting this...
it's one of those things where I think your carnivore creator, whatever Saurus pen, was in itself also a bit large.
Yeah. I know there's no power, I'm getting to that. Yeah, I don't need to use all of the available space here.
Nope.
I can come in here. Build across there. Build across there and connect. Now I can also cut through here if I need to.
Yep.
So now...
How's your power consumption right now? How's your power consumption right now in terms of slack?
Power... Hello.
Ah, the Huyangosaurus. Another member of the Stegosaurians.
Seems reasonably happy.
Yep.
Feeders could stand to get a refill. So I'm just going to quickly duck into Research Center. The upgrades. Yep, those are complete, so set that. Meanwhile, I duck over to the Ranger Station. Add task. Resupply. Resupply. Thought I'd just upgraded that. Takes an upgrade slot, right.
And power.
How are we for power? Oh! We just hit 3 stars! The Yangosaurus did it.
Yes, Site C, more commonly known as Isla Muerta. A newly developed island. The name, roughly translated, and I do mean roughly, the island of the dead. Fitting. Humorous, even.
Dangerous diseases. Raise a team. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to stay and finish what I'm doing here for a bit, and then I'll switch over to Isla Muerta.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So finish up what I'm doing. I don't want to leave this half done. So
The thing we were looking at just then was, I think, power.
yep.
So essentially, how much free power do we have?
Okay. 25.
Okay, good. Excellent.
So that means I just need to bring power over here. So
It's one of those minor things of, we don't want to have, the replication of what happened in Jurassic Park 1.
no, we don't. Put that there.
Power turns off for some reason, and then, oh no, all the dinosaurs escaped.
Yeah. And now I'm just going to run this back along the path and connect it to there. Which means suddenly why are you unpowered now?
Free power check.
Yeah, that's taken everything because they take a bunch of power to run. Okay, in that case,
Is there any more room over here for another substation?
no, but there's unused room over here, and I can always run a power line. Oh, right,
Yep.
but it has to be on a path, doesn't it?
Yeah, actually, zoom out and let's have a look. Can we? If you zoom out to the map,
To the map. Yeah, this is the unused area. You can see the.
wait, we can. There's a back route there that doesn't go on the right past the pen.
Here.
No, right
On the right.
past the herbivore pen. We could simply run a path via
Back here?
run a path back there, and then just have another facility section down the back there.
Yeah, okay. Power. I'll need a power station. Okay, doesn't like that.
No, I was talking about run the long path the long way, and then there's an entire section around the back of the.
Yeah, just back here somewhere.
Yeah,
Um,
because there's a lot of back there.
yeah.
It's the back of both pens.
Yeah, there is. Okay. There's somewhere back here would do. So, if I now... No, I need power. Yeah, somewhere back here, out of sight.
Yeah, part of me is thinking we are very much, in the game of, ridiculously power-hungry, builds. But then again, we are also veterans of, the movies and basically go, this is bad, don't do this.
Yeah, let's actually spare no expense.
Yes. And, I'm just reminded once again of the massive complaint, we all had of essentially, what was it? The enrichment objects for your dinosaurs. Jeez.
Yeah. Okay.
If a dinosaur gets bored, it's going to start poking around at whatever it can, find.
And what it's mostly going to
If you
find
deliberately
is the
leave
fences.
something in there for it to find, it won't be poking out the fences as much.
Yeah. Okay. So that's connected. Path not connected, had a feeling. So, yeah, we'll need a facility space.
Yep.
But that's
Because
okay.
there was another thought I had
Yeah?
that could easily act as a bit of a trick. Would be to, for any dinosaur exhibit, very thin moat around near the fence.
Given that they can walk in the water, how would that help?
True.
Because the water is shallow. Anyway, I need
Right.
a path. I need to do some path laying.
Can you build a map? No, you can't.
No. I'll effectively have to follow the power line, I think.
Yep.
Just connect it through along the back. I know this is going to be awkward. Effectively hiding a path back here. But,
Then again, it does feel like, you know, those staff-only areas in zoos.
yeah. Which is basically what we're building.
Yep. My brains remind me with the words, plenty of space back here to build more substations.
Yep. There we go. Now I've got effectively a power generator hidden away in the back. Which works for me. Because I can just run path to path to path from here. And virtually no guests are going to go this way because there's nothing for them to see. So that's facility space sorted.
Yep.
And upgrades, improved output. Why isn't that?
You have to hit the buy button.
Oh, missed that. Okay. So, let's go to map mode. What have we got power-wise? Why did it read a 0 a minute ago and now it reads a 60, despite the fact that that's multiple times what the... Never mind.
Oh. It's only... Hover over the second substation, please.
Oh, it's only listing the power used by that substation. Could they not have made this more efficient? Now I've got 2 power stations worth of... Okay. Well, 1.5, I think. But doesn't matter. I'm going to build more stuff.
Yep.
So... While I'm here...
Is there anything new we could hit up in the research center?
We've got one more building upgrade, which is the helicopter scheduling. And then it's just the genetic research. Which...
Oh hey, there's a trees thing. Oh, wait, never mind. That's just colouring.
Yeah. These ones are cosmetic genes. These ones are the hybrid dinosaur projects. And these ones are traits. Which...
You got the sharks mostly because, it gave you an excuse to stab sharks and maybe it would help with dino cancer.
Yeah, stabbing sharks to cure dino cancer. And other unlikely career choices. Okay. So... We're going to want a gate somewhere in this fence.
Yep.
I think I may put the gate in on this side, where the rangers can get to it easily by coming through here, so that they don't have to go through the guest areas. There we go.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll probably need to add a little water.
Yep. Landscaping, water, add. Yep.
Somewhere. That'll do, I guess.
Yep.
Basically, we just need something that the dinosaurs can drink out of.
Yeah. That's what I keep meaning to do. Fill the dinosaur feeder, please.
Right, okay, that one's just, you know, doing the equivalent of, it's warm out here, I want a nap.
Yeah. I could probably cut this corner. Keep everything more within the viewing range.
Yeah, probably could.
What's going to happen with the rangers?
I think it might just have been a case of, you know, the ranger exists in the same place as the dinosaur. The dinosaur was in the equivalent of the I'm warning you.
Did
What?
my rangers just run a pedestrian over? Without generating any guest injury lawsuits? That
Might just have been, you know, the animation visual glitch.
No, I saw bodies go flying when they ran the pedestrians over, then they got up and started walking around the path again.
Weird.
Very. Anyway.
We probably don't need to do enclosures type viewing gallery stuff yet because it costs money and we don't have dinosaurs in there.
True. Speaking of, I should probably put some dinosaurs in there.
Speaking of which, how's Triceratops in terms of attack?
Triceratops is hit 54, which I believe is what. No, we were looking for 55.
No. Remember, we only got like the crappiest of Triceratops DNA thingies, so might have been a case of we rolled lower than we just got unlucky.
Yeah. Okay. I would like.
Do we want to just head to island number 2 for now?
I want to finish the missions if possible.
Hang on, disease.
Yep. I saw it. No, that's Rangers, isn't it? So, Rangers. Cure that dinosaur. Common cold. But dinosaurs can
Right.
get the common cold?
Remember, the common cold is one of the most mutagenic viruses in existence, and it's, you know, one of the most persistent. I would not be surprised if it had existed since the time of the dinosaurs, and, you know...
No diseased dinosaurs detected.
Hey, got it in time.
Yep.
Okay. Profit per minute.
Dinosaur might be a
from
bit
yesterday.
grumpy about it, but, you know, better to be grumpy about that thing that goes away than grumpy about the thing that doesn't.
Yeah. Health is recovering. Comfort is fine.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why they want me to do gene modification.
Yep.
Doesn't increase aggression or anything, and embryo viability still looks good.
Aggression?
Yeah, I don't want the dinosaur getting angry and bashing down
No.
fences.
Where do you find aggression?
Huh. I'm not sure, actually. Ooh, fossils first. Okay, rhodium. That's not a dinosaur. Ooh, lots of Triceratops DNA.
You know what? That might just solve our problem.
Amphibian fossils, no dinosaur to extract. Yay, 120,000.
Yep. We found some fossils. What dinosaur is it?
Frog.
That's not a dinosaur! Ooh, that reminds me of, I think in the other game, was it, could you soft lock yourself by essentially selling your fossils for money?
It was possible to run out of money, yes.
Yeah, so it was, if you're very low money, I'm pretty sure you could,
Ooh, that's interesting. Theoretically, I could build a hotel and then surround it with fences, into which I could put a dinosaur.
huh.
That would mean that the hotel got exclusive dinosaur views.
Huh. I'm thinking, that would be nice. Don't put them next to the velociraptors.
I don't have any velociraptors.
Yeah, but, you know, or other meat-eating dinosaurs, because that sounds like an incident just waiting to happen.
Yeah. Attack's gone up to 56. And that's with double checking that this was still null. Yes, that's still null. Okay. Let's make another Triceratops.
Yeah.
And honestly, at this stage, I may as well start doing genetics research just because I have no other research to do.
Yeah.
don't plan
I was
on
thinking
using-
we'd probably want, you know, cosmetics first, because just to, you know, make sure the security guy... Yeah. I can't figure out if it's so he complains less or complains more.
Hang on.
That one's just, I think, make money.
Yeah, these are the current ones. Contract limit reached. I can't get one from science.
Yep. Hang on. Don't click on the Hammond Center thingy. Is there upgrades tab?
Incubation speed, success rate.
Right.
Both of those would be good.
True. the other thought I had was what was it? There was a genome library. Genome library. No. In the egg section?
Ah, Eugenome Library. There it is, right.
Metal covenant threshold. Grassland forest wetland. New population, social groups. There's a whole bunch of things there that
Yeah.
I'm actually.
We'll take a look at some point when I'm not releasing a dinosaur.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen.
My understanding is that this contract helped get us a more reliable dinosaur. Our attractions rely on them, so great work.
Yeah. Security's not very happy, but science and entertainment both are, which is good.
Yeah. Then again, given security's idea of security is, dino mercenaries.
Yeah, I have some concerns about that.
Yeah.
But this
we
also
may end up
means-
making you happy just to get your unlocks and then going shafting you again.
Yeah. However, this also means I have space for another contract. Science, please.
This new contract just came in, and it has your name written all over it.
Well, I've had no power outages so far, so sure.
No, you've had one.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've had one, but this should not be complicated. Especially since I think that one might have been scripted.
Right. And I'm just sort of staring at that tiny little timer in the bottom right. Let's go look at the Hammond Center and look at some of the dinosaur informations.
Yep.
Because Genome Library now has cool information. It says immune to hookworms, immune to campylobate, whatever. And once again, it does not seem to say anything about aggression or anything.
No. Comfort.
Yep, true. How about the Ceratosaurus? That's the carnivore one.
Ceratosaurus. Yeah, this is how much space it needs.
Yeah. Ideal population 0 to 20, social group 1 to 3.
Yep. What was the 1 to 16 and 1 to 6? That falls in line. Falls in line. 1 to 25 and 1 to 15, we've got those. Yeah. Okay. Ceratosaurus. Okay.
Yep.
Useful information there. 8 minutes to go, and 201 out 216 out of 1,000.
Yeah, that fluctuates up and down because it counts toilets and people.
Yeah. But we're closing in on the profit from guest facilities, which will make well, we're accruing money, which is a good sign.
Yes.
Let's see if we can shore up any of these genomes.
And now we reach the inevitable. Life begets death.
Struthiomimus.
But here's the question that you got to ask yourself. Was this avoidable?
Uh,
The answer? Of course not. Death, it's always coming. But could you have delayed it? Well, that's maybe another story.
Asset to be collected.
I'm just thinking. One, my brain has grabbed me with, words that to the lines of, we could, like, that's a dinosaur body. And then this is followed by the thought of, we could, dino steaks, anyone?
Dinosaurs would not taste particularly good.
Yeah, but then again, actually, the other thought I had was, well, it's a dead dinosaur. Newly dead. Do I just put in the carnivore pen?
I don't know where they're taking it, but they're moving it.
Yep.
I just tasked the team to remove it. I don't know what we do with it afterwards.
Asset transportation underway.
Let's follow the helicopter then.
Need to release the new one. And helicopter is despawned.
Aww.
A Struthiomimus. Interesting. Another dinosaur that furthers the case of a direct linkage to our modern birds.
We lost a Struthiomimus, so I replaced it.
Yep.
Bottom line, I couldn't have done it any better. Thanks.
Well.
Yep. We're going to probably need to make a Draco Rex, Nemo.
Yep. Genome library. Information. Social group. 1 to 3. We can have another one.
You know what? That sounds like a good idea. By the power of...
Hang on. Idea.
Yeah?
If I just stick on... Success rate. That's an extra 30% success rate.
Yep.
60, that gives it effectively 91. If I now modify it... No, a 5% drop is not worth cosmetic, but... What does that do?
1% drop, 5% drop. 7% drop.
Resilience and... resilience goes up by 5 for a 1% drop. That's not bad.
Yeah, I'm just staring at the frog of Nullgene and thinking, wasn't this the problem in the first place, you morons?
Yes, it was. Congratulations, you remember the original Jurassic Park. I think I might bump this one up a little. Because I've got the viability.
Okay.
And... Meanwhile, over here... Incubate... Just to avoid losing embryos, I'm not going to modify anything here, but I'm going to File the success rates. And a Draco Rex. Let's incubate.
Yep.
Do we want a second one?
You know what? Sure, I guess. Your choice, really.
It's not like I don't have the budget for it.
Yeah. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's still
1
have
minute to
a
go.
Yeah, a minute to run.
Yep.
One new dinosaur.
Yep.
All hail the Dragon King, the Draco Rex. Sounds so intimidating, but it's just a plant eater. However, just in case they do rule the Earth again, don't tell them I said that.
Taking that contract was the smart choice. You've proved that. Thanks.
Okay. Ceratosaurus is still growing.
Yep.
I have this paddock here that I still haven't put anything in.
There again, I think that the giant herbivore place is very...
This is a side hustle that we should get behind.
Sure, whatever you say. We'll probably have it what happened the moment the dinosaurs wander back into view again.
Yep. Given that we've been able to reach 100 before just by doing nothing.
Yeah. Because the pens are kind of way too big right now.
Yeah. Everyone's just kind of walking along. In the original, everyone put up umbrellas. In Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, back in the day, everyone would put up umbrellas when they did that.
Yeah. How in Creation Lab 5?
Hello.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome the Ceratosaurus to the park.
Hang on, zoom in on that thing.
On what thing?
The viewing gallery. Are those stairs on the inside? Like, the inside of the...
Why are there stairs on the inside? Why did we put stairs inside?
Is all about that wow factor. With that contract, you've helped us deliver what our guests are after. Nice job.
Yeah. Very much. Why are they on the inside?
Of the carnivore pen. Who put stairs
I would fully
inside the
understand if
carnivore
it was
pen?
a freaking ladder, like as an emergency access.
But stairs?
But stairs? I love how that we both, oh hey Frost.
Frost, hi.
Yes, we're currently watching dinosaurs and every so often lambasting Mr. Idiot Security Guy.
Yeah, the security guy has made some questionable security suggestions, and we've just noticed a crippling design flaw in the viewing gallery. That is the viewing gallery. Which side of the fence are those on? And this over here is a Ceratosaurus. In fact...
It eats meat.
Yes, in fact, there's 3. Are you noticing the design flaw? Because I'm noticing a design flaw.
Yep, Frost noticing the design flaw.
Yep.
And here, I'm honestly not sure who to blame for this. Of the 3, departments. On one hand, there's, entertainment, which would, loves entertainment.
Yeah.
There's science, who might be over-enthusiastic, and then there's security, who's supposed to prevent this sort of shenaniganry. But evidently, given, our first impressions of the guy, our generalized conclusion is he probably does not know how to do his job.
Yeah. The first thing our security officer got us to do was engineer a dinosaur escape. While there were guests in the park. Okay.
Confirmed. No problem.
Yep. Long drive.
Yep. Mind the park guests. Why was there a park guest wandering around to check out the power stations?
Yeah, I'm just thinking in a standard, zoo type location.
There would be
Wait,
a
no,
gate
that was
there.
in between the viewing gallery and the main path.
No, it was on this stretch.
Huh. In that case,
It was on this stretch of path here.
right.
Which... Look, there's more coming out of it. Why are there tourists going to the power station? I don't know.
I don't know either. Anyway, we've unlocked the second island. Do we want to go to it?
You know what? I will save my current progress. And then, sure, let's check out the next island.
Huh. Interesting.
You know what? I might push for the 4th star to get Isla Nublar and then move on to Isla Muerta.
Okay.
In which case, then what I think I'll do...
I know can you click on the... Can you click on the thing to get the breakdown report in there? Control room.
Ah. Fun rating's good. Food and drink rating's okay.
Did it say okay capacity?
Yeah, great safety, okay capacity. Effectively, we need more guest space.
Right.
One way to do that, now that we've got the people coming in, might be to up the number of people we've got staffing our facilities. So that more people can be served at once. Anything where there's only one staff member, I'm going to bump it up to 2.
Yeah, it feels...
Our existence is the constant evaluation of threats and opportunities. And this looks like a good opportunity.
You know what? That actually kind of does.
Intelligence is an essential part of security. We got a contract for photography that's just become available. Give it a once-over.
Yep. I'll work out how to do that in a second. Right now I'm checking staff.
Yeah, I think it's 2s everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, there's some unlocks here. I don't know what those are. But...
Yeah, there are unlocks everywhere, but the Huyangosaurus string.
We've got one in here somewhere. Where's the Huyangosaurus gone? Struthium is hiding in the shrubbery. Dinosaur visibility is down because they're all hiding in the shrubs. That's the problem. There's the Huyangosaurus.
Yep, we might need to make a second one because we only have one.
We just need a photo of it drinking, which it just did. Unfortunate.
Yep.
Still. What did that say?
Ranger
team's camera to take a photo of at least one Huyangosaurus drinking. Okay.
Go to the ranger team first step.
Yeah. Ranger team. I think that can't be done as a set task, but if I go to ranger team, I can drive the vehicle. How does this work? Let's see if I can avoid running over any pedestrians. F is take photo, that must be how you activate the camera. So, let's again avoid running over the people. Whoop, that was a tree. Gate should be this way. Shouldn't it?
No, wait, we're in the wrong end because that's the carnival exhibit.
Yeah. Gate should be back up this way. Yeah, we need some more visitor capacity. This is pretty dense.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure there will be lawsuits if I run any of the guests over. Move, please. Please? Is there a lull if they stop? Do they stop moving for the truck? Excuse me? Thank you.
Right.
Okay, now I just need to stay far enough away to not trigger any aggro, long enough for the Hyangnosaurus to go and get another drink.
Yep.
There's the Hyangnosaurus.
Oh, Frost wants to know when we're going to stream the end of Below.
We did.
We already finished Below Zero.
Yeah, the VOD should be available. If it's not, I'll fix that.
Yeah, I'll just double check whether or not the VOD's available. Give me a moment. Braid, catch up, please.
Allow me to demonstrate why the moat is not a good idea. Behold, the moat.
Ah! Yep, no, it's on there. Yep. Here. It's essentially...
Why is it a YouTube link, not a Twitch link?
Because, that's the Stream Archive VOD channel.
I keep all of mine on my channel. They should be there. That's what I thought you were checking.
Oh.
Yeah. That Hyangnosaurus is coming this way. Sorry if we annoyed you. Whoop, that was the fence.
Warning. Ranger vehicle under attack.
Whoops.
Right.
You have made your point.
Did you manage to get the picture at least?
No, because it hasn't had a drink.
I mean, so we might have to solve this by getting more Hyangnosauruses out and then...
Well, there's the Hyangnosaurus, but it's still not having a drink.
Yeah, we might need to get more Hyangnosauruses.
Hyangnosauri? Yeah. I'm gonna have to go fix the car.
Yep, I think you can just go out. Just hit back. And I think it should automatically return to base.
Yeah. Triceratops with a dinosaur rating of 36. That should be doable.
When things go wrong, who do they turn to first? You guessed it. So consider this contract part of us always being ready.
34. Security 1 to 36. Okay. More Triceratops DNA, please. Everyone wants the Triceratops.
Yep. Yep. Everybody wants the Triceratops. And I think set another Hyangnosaurus to incubating.
Yeah, I was thinking something similar. Hyangnosaurus, info. Ideal population, social group 1 to... Yeah, it'll do.
Yep.
incubate a Reasaurus, please. While I'm at it, what I may do is I may go over here, and I may build another ranger station to have quicker access to this side of the pens, and to have quicker access to the power stations if we have another power outage.
You know what? Fair.
Oh. Dead dinosaur. That's ACU's job. Add task. Where is... there. Right. Okay. No. Creation failed at Hammond Lab 2. I don't want to tranquilize the living ones, I want to remove the dead one. There, okay. Hiding in the back, okay. You, add task. That's right.
No, you need the helicopter, I think.
Ah. Yeah, so that's why I was selecting the helicopter station.
Transport items.
Transport teams. Oh, of course, they put those on separate things. Oh, the helicopter really did just spawn in. Okay.
Yep.
Anyway, ranger station. Terrain constraints. Okay. Landscaping.
Trees.
Terrain. Flatten. No, the trees get removed, but if I flatten... Yeah, it was uneven ground, that's the key.
Yep.
That was the key. So now...
Transporting asset.
If I flatten this area... and then build... removing the dead dinosaur, there they go.
Yep.
Ranger station. There goes dead dinosaur. That overlaps with the fence, so yeah, there will do. That means I'll need a substation on this side of the fence. Connect. what I'm going to do is, because I've got a ranger station here now, I'm just going to put back doors in these fences.
Right.
See, there's carnivore paddock. If I put a door here, and then I put a door in here, in the bit between the two.
Okay.
Then my rangers can get easily from this station into both of these paddocks, so I may have to take out some of these trees. That's easy enough to do, because I'll just put in a path.
Or you could, use the landscape and get rid of trees tool.
Yeah, but I want to keep most of the trees there to hide the power stations. There we go. Now the rangers can reliably get into both paddocks.
Okay, can we go to the Hammond lab? Because I think we had a failed dinosaur.
Yes, we did. This Huyangosaurus didn't work out.
How much Huyangosaurus DNA do we have?
63, which means that was a 93% success and it still didn't quite work out. But I say that's worth 200,000.
Yeah. Anyway, how's the, what's the other thought? Has the fossil team returned back yet?
Yes. So while I'm waiting, I'll send them out again and then do some fossil extraction. So let's send them out again and then see what they got. Fossil center. Rhenium. Along with Dracorex.
No Triceratops.
I don't have any pure Triceratops sites left.
I didn't think you had any to begin with.
I had one, but I've exhausted it.
Ah.
Yeah. Now, what am I going to do with this paddock while I'm here? You know what? I'm thinking of what I might do with this hotel to increase guest capacity. Because if... Because if I can successfully...
That is certainly going to...
Because if I can create effectively a hotel inside a paddock, but safely, so that the... say, pure herbivore paddock. I mean, creating a pathway lined by fences to the edge of the hotel, and then putting a hotel in this paddock would certainly increase viewing percentage.
Yep.
Anyway, transport team, please remove this dead dinosaur.
What was that anyway?
One of the Triceratops.
Huh. I think we're waiting for the Triceratops DNA thingy, but whatever.
Yeah, we won't renew just yet. But we will, however, release the new Huyangosaurus.
Yes. Now then, if we see a Huyangosaurus in water, we are going to basically send out the ranger team to go and deal with it.
Yeah, that's a Triceratops. Where's the existing Huyangosaurus? Way over there.
Yep.
Transit has commenced.
More rhenium. More Dracorex fossils.
I'm thinking that primarily is very low roll of Tyrannosaurus at that site, so not Triceratops.
Yeah, the big difference between those two. But yeah. Dracorex, Edmontosaurus. Yeah, there was a pure Triceratops site somewhere, but it's been exhausted. That's more Ceratosaurus.
What's the one in China?
Huyangosaurus.
Yep.
And Australia is still locked.
The other Triceratops site, I guess?
Lance formation, also good for Struthiomimus and Edmontosaurus.
Because all our attempts at doing the Dracorex Triceratops has only turned up Dracorex.
That's because we have a lot less Dracorex DNA than we have Triceratops DNA. That's most likely to turn up Edmontosaurus. I mean, Dracorex DNA is still useful, so there's no reason not to keep sending teams out, but they are coming close to exhausting the site.
Yep.
Now, what's the Huyangosaurus doing? Looking for food? Why are there visitors here? This is not public area of the park, mate.
Other side.
Yep, that's the other side. I've put the path in the wrong place. I'll get away from the gate so that it closes. And I might hide myself in the shrubbery. Okay. Now, where's that Huyangosaurus? There it is.
There should be two, so double the chance of it taking a drink, I guess.
¿Qué onda, amigos? Es un verdadero placer tenerlos con todos nosotros. Y para los que se acaban de unir, bienvenidos.
There they are.
Yep.
Defraudarles. Ha.
Stop drifting into the water. I mean, at least according to this model, the car is waterproof, so there's that.
Yep. Look, I think they're wandering towards the water. Maybe.
Oh, stop blocking my shot.
Yeah.
Our fossils have arrived.
Yep. What's the shape of the lake? They're just...
Roaming. They're roaming. Okay. Nice. Sell the rhenium. Sell the amphibian fossils. Triceratops DNA. Yeah, I'm going to... I'm going to fix the path.
You might want to fix the power outage, though.
Yeah, I'll fix that too. But Okay, this side of the gate. Okay, there's that. Which station has suffered the outage? This one, okay. Ranger Team 1, add task, fix.
Task received.
And thankfully, we have enough power stations to offset the loss.
Yep.
But yes.
What the hell? My brain's immediately gone, what is the Huangosaurus doing? Not drinking. Grumble, grumble.
Yeah. The Huangosauruses are roaming. They're roaming near the water, but that doesn't help.
Yep.
Okay. How's the Triceratops looking? Rating 35. They wanted 36. Grumble.
That's actually an idea.
What?
In the geo modifications, what was the one for the colours?
Triceratops. Yeah. The colour palettes drop viability a bunch, but they add a bunch of rating.
Ah.
So that'd do the job.
Yeah.
And that also ups rating. So
Yep. What are the other things that are unlocked? Defense.
hang on.
Attack.
I need to actually apply the gene. Defense. Rating up. That's -1. That's -3, but yeah, I think we'll stick them.
That one boosts 2 stats though.
Yeah, defense and resilience up significantly, but it also viability's still above 70, and 70.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. Just look through some of the other options before, before applying everything.
Habitat, we have no genes for that. Stress, we have no genes for that. These two are locked, so...
Honestly, given that there's something for stress, I'm thinking if, that is the one gene which I think will be fine with modifying.
Quite possibly, yes.
Because if it's the gene of please don't eat us, I would very much like to turn on the gene of please don't eat us.
Yeah. Okay, so that's a 70% viable. With viability buffed by 30%, that's... Oh, would you look at that, 100% viability. Let's complete a mission.
Right.
Now, what's the Huangosaurus doing? Next question, where is the Huangosaurus? There's the Huangosaurus.
One decided to take a nap.
I'm going to keep working on my hotel surrounded by enclosure project, which will hopefully get us to the 4th star. That's under guests. Now, I think I might actually have to take some of this enclosure down that I've carefully constructed and take out the water in order to actually build the hotel properly.
Yeah.
I'll have to do... I'll unwater the landscape, that'll help me work. Because then...
Yep.
Build the hotel.
That's an idea for the... I'll check it out. I'll check something.
Hang on. Helps if I face it the right way. See, that gives views, but there's currently nothing to see. Which is not great for visitor retention.
Yep.
On the other hand, if I put the hotel on this side, it runs into the fence, but the fence isn't currently doing anything, so I might actually just take out some fence. Hang on. Okay. Put the hotel... I can move some of the enclosure if I need to, so I'll put the hotel about there.
Yep.
Now, where do I put the fence? Connect the path first. Now, which is fence. I do not want to accidentally build a petting zoo. That would go very poorly.
Yep.
Even if they are herbivores, that's not the end goal.
Yep.
But if I just build small increments along the building line, bring back and jump out.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your comfort, we've increased the hotel capacity of the island.
And now I need to put some dinosaurs in it. Amazing, there's already guests in it. Look at... Did you just spawn in when I built it? But yes, it might help if there were some dinosaurs to look at, so I will provide some.
Yeah.
I think I will install a ground herbivore feeder just there, and install some water.
Might want to shrink the brush. Can you?
That's the smallest, I think. See, I can make him bigger, moderate, and that size, but can't make it any smaller. But where can the hotel see? The hotel can see over there, so if I put the water in here, the dinosaurs will come there to drink and there to eat, which is going to put them in front of the guests. And if I then add, okay, you know what? That should make it easier to get the photos of the Huyangosaurus.
Yep.
So I may actually tranquilize and move my Huyangosaurus over there.
You know what? Fair.
Then I'll release the Triceratops to replace them. So where was the Huyangosaurus hiding?
Adding task.
And there's the other Huyangosaurus. And
No problem.
and then there you are. Okay. Rangers. Secure that and then resupply those, please. Now, asset containment is here. Transport. You.
Asset
Here.
requiring collection.
And one to here.
Picking up asset.
Okay.
No diseased dinosaurs detected.
Disease outbreak controlled. How's the carnivore feeder looking? Okay. Okay, Ranger Team 2. Refill that.
Commencing
And
asset
heal
transit.
that. I don't know how politely they'll take it. Meanwhile, this one has a gate, it's there, so that's good.
Asset being transported.
Does the hotel not have bathrooms? You're seeing this, right?
What?
Everywhere in the park there's restrooms except at the hotel.
Huh.
I have questions. Primary question, who built that? Who made that call? Anyway, somewhere out of the hotel's vision range, probably over here in the edge of the jungle, let's have some food and shopping and restrooms and so on added in. Yeah, the hotel has a radius
Asset
out
has been delivered.
just past the pylon, so let's add restroom first.
What? Dinosaur threat?
Oh. Triceratops was angry at one of the ranger vehicles.
Okay.
It didn't mean a dinosaur escape, it meant a dinosaur attacking rangers.
Yeah, though it's one of those things that's, you know, always good to check.
Yeah. Okay. Set up the path.
Yep. Oh, we might need to have... Is it within substation?
No. But it will be in a second.
Okay.
I'll put a power substation directly behind it, which I will then connect to the grid there. It also means that when I add in
Oh, I'm gonna go get myself some food.
Yep, good idea. Okay. And gift shop. Oh. Food shop. And then both of those need paths.
Ladies and gentlemen, find the right attire at our new clothes shop. Ladies and gentlemen, are you hungry or thirsty? Visit our new fast food restaurant.
2. Okay. Now, let's reforest. Looking for water. Okay. Ranger, go.
Bando de la mejor música. Y eso no puede ser. Solo quería darle las gracias por estar escuchando nuestra radio. Ustedes, amigos, son la razón por la que estamos haciendo esto. Ya, suficiente palabras. Que la música hable por mí.
Whoop. That could have been better, but
Receiving initial storm warning.
whoop. I just heard a storm warning. I'm not equipped for storm warnings. I'll need to build some storm shelters, but first I need to get this car out of the carnivore pen.
Storm hasn't changed course. Storm in full effect.
Okay. Please be drinking. Missed my window. Okay. Version. Huh. Was that the whole storm? In retrospect, that ranger station was much closer, wasn't it? That's what I get for rangering on autopilot. Okay. Would help if I remembered to release the Triceratops.
Did you seriously try to get to the Huangosaurus by driving the rangers through one pen, through another pen, through the carnivore pen?
Yes. Nearly made it too.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to
What can I say? You did good.
Okay. Can I get a sensible contract from somebody, please?
You can help with this. And you should.
Small or medium herbivore fossil for 125,000. Easy. Okay.
Yep.
Expedition team.
No.
Triceratops and Dracorex, doesn't matter which one I get, they're both small or medium herbivores.
Okay.
Viewing gallery. Whoop. Viewing gallery there will catch everything that the hotel doesn't. Effectively eliminate the blind spot. I'll just have to connect it to power and path. Which is easy enough.
Aren't the Huangosauruses drinking right now?
No, just roaming.
Oh.
We have added a new green line for the children of typical creatures.
Here come my fossils. Go out again, please.
Okay, that was impressive.
Rhodium. More Dracorex. Why are we losing money? Dinosaurs.
My question is thus.
We're losing money on
No, not-
dinosaurs. Yeah, you were saying?
I was about to say, does the hotel generate or cost money?
Don't know. Neither. It deals with park overcrowding.
Okay. Because I'm just wondering if whether or not the upkeep there is, counted.
No. Otherwise it would be marked as red like the restrooms.
And of course the restrooms are basically important but cost a lot of money.
Why do restrooms cost money?
Janitorial staff, but
Yeah, but I don't think I'm paying the janitorial staff that much. I mean, you want to pay your staff well. You want to pay all of your staff well. But
yeah, I would. Part of me is thinking janitorial staff, maintenance staff, aka the plumbers.
Yeah, janitors,
water
plumbers, yeah, things start adding together. But some of those staff are not going to be needed in the same place all of the time, so surely you could rotate.
True. I'm thinking one of the main costs is probably going to be water because...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thinking, in this game,
You and I make a great team. I present the contracts, you complete them, everybody wins. So how about we rack up another win, huh?
We need an image of a dinosaur doing something exciting for a press release or something. Why they ask me how to do it? Something exciting. Sleeping.
I guess that, then again, I'm going to be very, it's one of those moments of, you asked security.
Yeah, you asked security to get you a press release photo of a dinosaur doing the exciting task of sleeping. Every turn in this request has been a left.
No, I'm just thinking... exciting, and how you put it, it's like, exciting, and maybe it's somewhere along the line it got translated to, it needs to be non-threatening, and then it ended up in the security team, and who looked at the words non-threatening. Looking for water.
Excuse me. Might just slow down in water. There it goes.
Did we just miss it? Because it... Yep, we did.
Missed it by 3 seconds.
Yep.
I shouldn't have driven into the lake.
Yeah. Okay, I have a plan B. Clone a few more Huangosaurus because there's a big empty paddock. One of them is going to get thirsty at some point.
Okay.
Given how many Huangosaurus we're cloning, we might want to actually improve the thingy a bit.
Yeah, we can fit quite a few in a given area, so... Yeah. And let's make them a little more crowd-pleasing.
Remember, this one is the one that has, lower viability, so...
I know. I'm keeping that in mind. Individual dinosaurs are not particularly expensive.
True.
Okay.
What's in the research tree that we haven't looked at?
First... let's set 2 Huangosaurus incubating. Then, what have we got in fossils? Rhenium, coprolite.
Oh, so my brain's going. What have we got this time? I'm on the dinosaur list. Poo.
Yes. We can't tell which dinosaur it was, not easily, so... yeah, sure, let's make him smarter, why not?
This cannot possibly go wrong.
Jurassic Park 1.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Huayangosaurus to the park.
Oh, they went straight for the water.
They went straight for the... My brain's going, they went straight for the water, so you're not going to, just go take a picture?
No, because I don't have a ranger team close enough. I've missed it.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm sending out to tranquilize them anyway.
Hmm.
Heading to collect the asset. Heading to pick up the asset.
There we go. Eventually, I'll be close enough and in the right place to catch them when they're thirsty.
Assets in the air. Asset in transit.
Feeders are okay. Sleeping. Oops, sorry.
Yeah.
But I need to head for the carnivore pen. Oop. Carnivore gates this way.
Delivery has been completed.
Please still be sleeping, please still be sleeping, please. Oh, bugger!
Reports confirming storm has passed.
Honestly, I think the profit per minute from guest facilities is very hard to do.
Yeah. Especially since it fluctuates. Don't mind me.
Feeder restocked.
Is there any of them drinking right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, bugger.
Take a picture of the other one.
It's not drinking. You can tell it's drinking because its head will be in the water. There we go.
last one to peek.
Creo que este va a ser el reto del día, amigos. Sí, intenten quitarse esa canción de la cabeza. Podría estar
Or
escuchándola
not.
todo el día.
Oh. I'm leaving, okay? I don't know why the first one didn't work. Okay, until and unless there is a disaster or someone charges me, I'm just going to sit here with a camera for a bit.
Yep.
Wait for one of them to be thirsty. Please be a photo of the dinosaur drinking. Just
Estas canciones no tienen caducidad, ya se lo digo yo. Es como si solo estuviésemos ustedes.
I am hoping that none of the music here sets off Twitch's copyright detection.
Yeah.
Otherwise, this is going to be a very awkward stream to rewatch.
Yep.
Head down again, come on. Thank you!
Did you get it?
Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
You are not cool enough a person to quote Star Wars.
I knew you were the right person for the job. Without exceptional security, nothing else here would be possible. That's our mandate. And on Isla Madanceras, you're showing the rest of us how it's done. You're deserving of this reward.
My other idea is hang out in the herbivore enclosure with, you know, the car and just wait until one goes to sleep.
The herbivore enclosure is close enough to the other ranger station, so...
Because we already discovered the drinking one works with, you know, that trick.
Yeah. The key is just to stay far enough away from... Anyone's sleeping now. Okay, so that's it. Come out and go forwards then. Again, why are there visitors here? Sleeping dinosaur.
We're part of the lake. Don't worry about us, dinos.
Supplies replenished.
Gracias por unirse. Estamos reuniendo las mejores canciones una detrás de la otra.
Sleeping dinosaur
Viene la
was...
siguiente. Por favor, estén conectados.
Where?
I think it's awake now.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, don't mind us. We'll restock the feeder and then go away.
Feeder supplies back to normal.
Can you see what the dinosaurs are doing when you zoom out?
What do you mean zoom out?
No way. It only shows the location of the dinosaurs on the map mode.
Well, there's a first-person camera. That's a good vantage point. If I click out, then it doesn't drive away immediately. So.
Hello! New contract time! Woohoo!
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm already struggling to meet 1,000. What are you doing? Ah.
They appear to. Yeah. They're essentially having an argument over who gets to be boss.
Yep. That's what it said on the pop-up, so...
Yep.
Well, one of you go to sleep. There.
Amigos,
that
siento
one
si
says
cada palabra
sleeping.
que suelto por mi boca, les estoy privando de la mejor
There.
música. Y eso no puede ser. Solo quería darles
Just
la
sleep.
there. One line down.
Ustedes, amigos, son la razón por la que estamos haciendo esto. Suficientes palabras. Que la música hable.
Okay, now that's a good photo. For some
Okay.
reason.
Good work.
What a cool photo! Did I sound sincere? Because that's what I was going for.
No, you did, but then again, it's hard for you to sound
You did good work out there with that contract.
much of anything. Yeah, entertainment's fallen behind. Need to get entertainment inside. So
Yep. I think you can just exit the car. In terms of driving.
okay.
How's the carnivore pen's food situation?
8 out of 10.
Good.
Yeah. They seem quite happy getting the occasional goat.
Yep. Hey, and if it's live prey like a goat, what was it? Enrichment bonus.
Yep. Yep. I don't seem to be...
I'm reminded of...
I want one from science and one from entertainment, because... I mean...
I think the current entertainment one we might have to just cancel.
Yeah, because that seems like it's designed for an island that's much more heavily monetized.
Yep. What we're aiming for here is just enough profit to sort of go over break even.
Yeah. So, I think I might have to cancel this one.
Yep.
But I'll request another one from entertainment to keep them happy.
Here's an opportunity that you have to see.
Dinosaur rating of 3.5 stars. Easy. Okay, can't request another one immediately, and I'll need to send out... Okay. Transport team, please remove...
Question, what's our current dino rating?
Hang on. We need a new Struthiomimus. You know what? Sure. I'll just grab a second one.
Because it might be a case of we don't have enough dinosaurs to have that higher rating.
3.5. We've got a bit of a welfare penalty. I'm not sure why.
Might be just because of the dead one.
Yeah. And effectively, we might just need some more dinosaurs. You're right, because
okay, that's fair.
Because if we look at the ratings again, 14 is standard. Okay, welfare, great variety.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome the Struthiomimus to the park.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome the Struthiomimus to the park.
You know what? I'm going to test something.
Yep.
I'm going to try fencing off part of this enclosure. See if I can get away with shrinking it. Without, you know, angry dinosaur ensuing.
Yeah.
Because if I can, then I can expand the island. And that's a fence junction, and now if I demolish all this fence, to secure the power I need.
Yep. Go map. Just that's sort of, you know, check to make sure we haven't missed any bits of
Panicking.
fence.
It's panicking. I've made the enclosures too small.
If you can complete this contract, I can see good
Build a storm
things in
defense
your
station.
future.
Okay, that's
If you
dead
fail,
easy.
I see me in your future.
But first,
It's panicking, but was it panicking due to?
it doesn't say, but it wasn't panicking before. So, if I do that, roaming, looking for water, roaming, that does it. Yeah, because they need a certain amount of floor space, and I don't have a measure for that, which is annoying. Okay. Anyway, They wanted me to make a storm defense station.
They're small, you can shove one there.
Yeah. And then it needs a path. Well, everything needs a path for some reason. And I think it's already in power. Yeah, it is.
I wasn't entirely sure about this one, but you proved me wrong.
Okay.
Great welfare,
Yep.
probably because the dead dinosaur's now gone.
Yeah, we just need more dinosaurs, really. We can't
Yep.
really have more Ceratosaurus, but most of their enclosure is now in
Yep,
observation range.
Go to the Ceratosaurus, can I? And click on it. Hammered Center Ceratosaurus. Large carnivore. Yep, ideal population, right.
That's the
Because-
population we want over the park. Social group is, I think, how many we want in one enclosure.
Yeah, no, ideal population is all dinosaurs in this enclosure.
Where are you drawing that from?
Wiki.
You looked at the wiki? Isn't that cheating?
I got tired of basically having absolutely no idea what any of the numbers meant.
So you think we can have more in this enclosure than the existing 3?
So long as it's not a Ceratosaurus, or, you know, probably a herbivore, yes. Wait, that takes out all the dinosaurs we have, dear. Fuck.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, because I was just looking through this and thinking, the mechanics here are so frippin' opaque that I can't tell anything.
I mean, I intuited that ideal population was park size and social group was how many can you have in one enclosure of this specific dinosaur. But, I mean, I thought... yeah,
When you said, like, in park, I thought you meant as in, like, this dinosaur over all, you know, the entire park.
Yeah,
Why is English such an English language?
yeah, so ideal population is not how many you want in the entire park, it's how many dinosaurs you want in their enclosure. With social group being how many of this type of dinosaur you want in their enclosure. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What research can we do? We have no fossils to extract. Storm defense is online.
Hey! New chatter.
Hey!
Well, we're building a park and doing missions and...
Yep.
Also semi-complaining about the idiot in charge of security.
Yes. I am attempting to run Jurassic Park better than any of the people who, in the series, ever ran Jurassic Park.
Yes, first time playing.
Yep. We can support a decent social group at this size, apparently, so... I might create some more Youngosaurus. See what I can do to get that dinosaur rating up.
Hmm.
You're panicking.
Not sure.
Why? Why were you panicking? Content now.
Word is
Fighting for
that a
dominance,
new
maybe.
Contract is available.
Why is science asking me to sell a dinosaur?
Ah.
But, I mean, I like keeping science happy, but this sounds odd. Hey, what's our current Edmontosaurus rating? Uh, 17. They wanted me to sell one with 18. So, science are asking me to genetically modify an Edmontosaurus. That's strange.
It's either that or, you know, go dig up more lab. More lab?
More fossils, but I mean, they're digging in the right place.
Yep. Technically, yes.
They're
they
back.
want us to check management view.
I'll release my new Pianosaurus.
Yeah. Ooh, that might actually be part of the problem.
What?
The journey is
Click
really
on the
just a
dinosaur.
series of small, sometimes random, chaotic, if you will, steps, and you've just taken one. Step. That island was a land of wonder and
Oh,
life.
stars. Okay.
Impossible, primal, instinctual, predatory, prehistoric life and death. This would be Isla Nublar's legacy. Not Hammond's dream of a Jurassic Park, but something altogether more fitting.
Yeah, let's take a look at what we've got. Control room, yes. Fossils, okay. No dinosaur DNA, no dinosaur DNA.
That's a poo.
Yep. Edmontosaurus! Let's get that up. More Triceratops, of course.
Just click on the one of the dinosaurs, because there was even more advanced stats there, I think.
More
2
details.
stars. Space. Space. Rate. More details.
Place rocks
Scenery
and
bonus.
trees in the dinosaur's habitat to attract higher scenery bonus. So that's what those are for.
Yep.
It wants more forest, it looks like. Okay. So... dinosaurs. Let's... some more forest in.
There we go.
That's the key. So, one of
And
you was
new fossils.
Yep, forest. They also want some more forest around. So, let's have some on this side. How are they feeling? Much happier. Okay.
Yep.
So what's causing you to panic? Edge of the social threshold for the 3-in-1 paddock. Okay. Terrain. Good for grassland, forest, and wetland. Yep, most of these ones seem happy. Okay.
Yep.
Now, where's that Edmontosaurus gone? Oh, that's right, we just got the DNA upgrade, didn't we? So... Okay. Sell. Edmontosaurus extract.
Whoa!
Oh, I
I'm
love
thinking
it.
just whip. Yeah, those look amazing.
Yeah, I love it when we get amber. Okay, any new research to do?
Technically one.
Yeah, so let's research it.
My brain's immediately going. Amber Alert means two very different things here. We also just got asked whether or not we're enjoying the game so far.
Yes, we are.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I am anyway. First time chatter, so we'll introduce ourselves. I'm Stalking Horse.
I'm Indecisive Spud.
Yep, and there's usually a third member of our group, but he's not here at the moment. We tend to stream on each other's channels whenever anything's going on.
Yeah.
We're known at we call ourselves the Roombas of Thought. Links to the other two channels are in the down there part.
Yep, along with, usual Discord, Patreon,
Yep.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, we do have a Discord server, and it's Discord's free for all. So if you feel like talking to us, come on in. How do I pronounce your JV? Okay.
Yep.
I was going to ask.
Maybe.
Okay. But we've hit 4. As far as...
Ooh, we're getting closer and closer to 3.5 in terms of dinosaur rating.
Yep. We're already at 3 point something.
Okay welfare?
What's happening with the...
I've got a new contract for you. Review it, and then I think you should accept it.
300,000 from expeditions. Well, we've been making absolute bank out of those, so sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Essentially out of various non-dino rocks.
Yeah. Speaking of, let's go and get some non-dino rocks. Okay. Next unlocks. Restaurant, Science Center, Security Center. Request a contract. Ah, we're full. Where are we? So I need to incubate an Edmontosaurus.
19 rating just flat out.
Yep, so a standard Edmontosaurus will do.
Yeah.
Now, that's right. I created and released a new Huyangosaurus, and now I'll need 2. Tranquilize the Huyangosaurus and... No, not you. Station. Transport it.
They said we can make dinosaurs fight on purpose for extra dino rating.
We can. I don't particularly want to. It seems a little cruel. Yeah, unlike everyone else who has ever run Jurassic Park, I'm trying to run it responsibly. Fossils have arrived. Amber for the Struthiomimus. Rhenium for the money. And maybe the last of our Triceratops DNA.
Probably not.
Not quite, but close, hopefully. Right, now you've finally tranquilized it. Okay. That took a while.
Acknowledging asset collection request.
Yep. But when it gets a high rating, so sadly it's necessary for an achievement.
Ah.
Yep, or herbivores can live together so long as it doesn't hit the max population.
Yep.
Transportation underway.
That's
Yeah,
why
we've kind of figured that. It's just that here we've just put, you know, a dinosaur nick a hotel right, you know,
yeah,
up to the paddock, so
yeah. I've got a hotel serving as one of the areas to observe this paddock, and I needed some dinosaurs to put in it that wouldn't endanger the guests. So I went with that's my Huyangosaurus paddock. The only carnivores I've got right now are the Ceratosaurus. Okay. Ranger Team 1. Resupply that.
Request acknowledged.
Can't task them to heal the dinosaur at the moment. Feeders are okay, but all the same.
JB says they put dinosaur, you know, they put a dinosaur cardboard by the hotel because guests are annoying.
Fair. You know I was forgetting something. Okay, now. Rangers, add task.
Setting additional task. Asset transportation complete.
I mentioned earlier on the stream, the in the version of this game that they released way back in the PS2 era and so on, Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, guests were smart enough to put up umbrellas when it started to rain.
I remember watching a Let's Play as well of that thing, where they showed a trick that they learned, which was, you basically put all your enclosures by the sea.
Because the sea effectively filled in one side of the thing, while also, for some reason, counting as a water source?
Yeah, it fulfilled the dinosaur's water requirement, but while somehow still being, the sea.
Yeah, I wasn't aware dinosaurs could drink salt water, but apparently in the Jurassic Park universe they can. Or at least they could. I don't think that works in this game.
I think they... Dinos are built different, I guess. Yeah, I'm thinking here like, you know what? I am honestly curious. I'm just gonna search up the maps.
Are there any maps in this game where you have direct sea access?
Yeah. That is not the type of map I was looking for.
Disease contracted. Where? There. Okay. They're already out. So Ranger Station 1. Cure.
Confirming task.
Expedition team.
No. Let's see now.
Oh, thank you for following.
Diseased dinosaurs detected.
Oh. Yep, thank you.
Also, JV has told us the closest you get is an island that has a beach, but you can't build there.
Yeah, I think I found that.
Yeah. Okay, management views.
Yeah, a lot of, cliff near sea.
Okay, people are demanding a gift shop over here, apparently. Why they are demanding a gift shop over here, I have no clue.
No idea either.
I rotate it, will it still work? Yes. And it's outside the viewing range. Okay. Now I just need a path. From there. Fine for social and population.
Yeah, it's probably because of the viewing gallery.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I go to management views, they're happy for food, but they want to shop near the hotel and the paddock. I mean, it's not quite as strange as the fact that the hotel apparently doesn't have any bathrooms, but I don't know what these tourists are doing. They seem to be having a nice time.
Jamie says, that's why I put a carnivore near the hotel. I suppose that's one way to make them do their thing.
Okay. And... Where's not covered by an emergency shelter? Okay. So if I put an emergency shelter there and a restroom. That might be in need of flattening. So well connected, right? Yes. Okay. And now trees. Please reforest the area. The management views.
Ooh, they finally got a transport one.
Yeah, they want an exit.
How do we build an exit? Or an entrance? Well, JB has provided us the very interesting answer. We don't, for now.
Yeah. So, I think we have finally found how much of the park is too big.
Yep. Still haven't gone to the 3.5 dinosaurs, but oh well.
Yeah. But that's okay, we just
It's
need more
950.
dinosaurs. So, power's good, weather,
Yeah.
we only have the one. Protection. Good.
We can wait till, you know, what the security complains about it.
Okay.
But we're making lots of money per minute now.
Yeah, but the trouble is we're also losing a lot.
Did we modify any of our dino's genes? Yeah, we're only just starting on that bit.
Yeah. I don't particularly like genetically modifying the dinosaurs. I prefer to just get my DNA to 100%, but I've needed to do it to complete a couple missions, and one of my Ceratosaurus is modified. That one. Ceratosaurus 3.
My advice? Keep your animals well fed. especially in situations like this.
Oh, I just noticed. You can rename them. Oh, that might be why they're a little hungry. So.
Yep.
Feeder. I might put in an additional basic carnivore feeder rather than a live bait. Yeah. Two of them keep pinching all the goats.
Yep.
Much is explained. Okay. No, I cannot landscape away the mountain.
Oh.
Anyway, what did the latest fossil dig get me?
Security requires vigilance and commitment to the task at hand.
That should be the last.
You've proven yourself at that.
That should be the last of the Triceratops DNA. Okay. We're definitely falling behind on science and especially entertainment, so...
Yep. I was thinking... Yeah, because... the entertainment one's a very long-term one.
Show business is all about the deal.
3 Hyangiosaurus
all
eggs.
about
We've
this
got room for
next
3
contract.
Hyangiosaurus,
You should
so
be
sure.
Yep.
This
Okay.
opportunity is too good to pass
I
up.
forgot to release the
I know it
Edmontosaurus.
sounds like I always say that, but I always mean it.
Yep. And then we have to sell it.
Yep, which means tranquilizing it and then selling it. But hey, that's science progress, technically.
Yep.
This dinosaur, the Edmontosaurus, was originally uncovered at a site in Canada. I'll let you guess where. The T-Rex thinks these are delicious, and who's to argue?
Confirming task.
Don't tranquilize it in the water, you...
That's tranquilize only.
Yeah.
The transport helicopter apparently is where Cell is found.
How to sell dino?
Now look at the shortcuts.
Sell dinosaur.
En route to pick up the asset.
I don't know who we're selling it to. I'd be more concerned about that than the Jurassic Park staff seem to be.
Davey says probably some random scientists.
Yeah.
Our Our job, no, our mission in raising these animals is to provide an environment for them to thrive. Your habitat is too small for them.
Not according to the game, so... There's Huyangosaurus.
I never doubted you. Which is to say, I did have some doubt. But you've come through, so thanks.
I no longer need it to have that higher rating, so I think I will take out the non-beneficial. Okay.
The other thought I had was, we could instead, go and dig up more Huyangosaurus DNA.
Okay, where?
China.
Oh right, they're over there. I forgot that they were over there. So I looked through the available dig sites and I couldn't see one. Because I forgot I was zoomed in too far. Transport team, move it over to the other
Collecting asset.
Huyangosaurus, please. Before the anesthetic wears off. Okay.
Right. Draco Rex.
I've just heard of a new contract that I think will be beneficial for the science division. I'm not asking out of loyalty. There's plenty for you here as well.
Technically, yes.
Anyway, we can go dig up more Huyangosaurus now.
Yes, we can.
Adding to the list.
Way to go.
Okay.
Task proceed.
Asset requiring collection. Picking up asset.
Okay. Progress made. And
Asset has been transported. Transit has commenced. Transportation underway.
okay. Are we Anyway, let's build some storm stations.
Yep.
Power failure where there. The closest ranger team you, add task.
Understood.
Ooh, that also took down the power to the fence.
Yep.
Asset transported.
I might make another backup power station.
Delivery complete.
I'm not completed yet, so
Yeah. Power.
yep,
I suppose
60.
this is where we could make small talk about the weather. But truth is, you've accomplished something big by completing that contract. So well done.
Now this contract could really help us both out.
Modifier releases Struthia Mimus. Lifespan 63. Okay. I'll take the challenge. And we're closing in on 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I wasn't sure about this one, but you delivered.
Okay. Lifespan 59. What do we need? 63. Okay, lifespan. Either of these will do it. That one has good viability. Where's the power? Oh, it seems to have been fixed. That was odd.
Yeah. JB, is there a way to see like your power consumption versus your power generation as a total?
Because the only way I've been able to find so far is by checking individual power stations.
Management mode, perhaps? Yep, management view.
Power?
Ah, okay, inside that power short. Transmission.
There. Total power output and used, which is 44 unused. Yeah. Because if I can keep enough power in reserve, yep, our Edmontosaurus has passed away.
Heading to collect the asset.
And we can release the special Struthio.
Yeah. Okay.
Releasing this advanced dinosaur is good and all, but only if I can get folks to see it.
Restaurant.
Hey, restaurant.
Asset being transported.
Okay.
Is there a new dead dinosaur?
Yes. One of our Draco Rex has died.
Acknowledging asset collection request. Asset transportation underway.
They connect to the other.
Yep.
Needs path, I think.
Yes. Thankfully I have one. Where's the door?
I'm always looking for ways to improve security around here, and I think this new contract could help with that very thing. Consider it.
I've just cleared off all of my missions and I'm about to head to the next island, so I think I'll leave this one for now. I mean,
honestly, it's 9:30 and I'm getting tired.
Ah, right. Time. Knew there was something I was forgetting.
Yeah.
But hey, it seems like everything's working.
Yep.
That's
Oh, hey, we got food, drink.
Yep. Yeah. Is that outside the hotel's vision bubble? Yes. Okay. Let's install a restaurant.
And you situated perfectly between the two power stations.
That's a gift shop and that's a storm defense station. But I did.
No, I'm talking about the power station circles themselves.
I did put it neatly between two power lines. Yep. It will need a substation.
See, perfectly neatly between two substations.
Yep. So it'll need some power line connections. You know what? I like symmetry. Yeah. Speaking of symmetry, or in this case redundancy, I really should make sure that one broken pylon somewhere doesn't bring down the grid. So loop formed.
Okay.
So control room says island is going well.
Yeah.
Let's extract our last fossils. We've done all our research. Yeah, once the fossils are done, I think we'll just take a look at the new island. We won't start it, we'll just take a look at it, and then we'll call it.
I was thinking we just essentially save it and then essentially don't even bother looking. We just be surprised next time.
All of you to assume that being surprised is a good thing in this context.
True.
Proceeding to the feeder now. Adding to the list.
Okay. That's the fossils done. And we've got 32 million in the bank.
Yep.
All right. Yeah. I'd say that's going very well.
Yep.
Okay. Onward to Isla Muerta.
Yep.
Pleasant sunsets across the beaches, often ravaged by dangerous storms. Okay, storm protection on everything. Got it.
Yep.
Oh, before I go. Fix the power.
Acknowledged.
Well, I'm quite glad of how this has worked out. Because I've got the backup power stations, a power outage no longer actually deprives anything of power.
Yep.
Which, that's going to be helpful.
It's essentially the hang on, I think I spot unupgraded stations.
You do?
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah. We don't need to upgrade them now, but we've got them.
Yep.
So I'm just going
There's
to...
another one over there that's only half upgraded.
Okay. That's been done. So, before anything goes wrong, let's head for Isla Muerta.
Yeah.
Ah. New starting budget. Okay.
Yep.
Check this out. A new contract that I think you're really gonna like.
No.
We're about to leave. Sorry.
To move a dinosaur, you must first need to tranquilize it.
You don't say.
Ah, yes, that was... Yeah, remember the stupid guy,
Yeah.
had a stupid plan for testing, and we invented, like, off the cuff, a
Hold
far
on.
smarter one.
As if prehistoric creatures
Yep.
aren't enough to contend with, on this next island, Isla Muerta, you may have some meteorological events. You know, storms, extreme weather, that kind of thing from time to time.
Ugh.
As you can see, the weather
Ugh.
on this island can be a little temperamental. First thing you're gonna want to do is fix any damage this storm has caused. You should use a ranger team to get the park operational again. Oh, and don't forget to close any emergency shelters when it's safe to do so. Guests won't spend their hard-earned dollars huddled in a bunker underground, will they?
That must have been quite the storm. And it seems that bad weather is often a precursor to bad behavior from the dinosaurs. If you believe that everything is connected, the so-called butterfly effect, and I do believe it, by the way, then one small change is all it takes to create a series of toppling dominoes leading to rampaging dinosaurs. And they don't make a butterfly net big enough to stop them.
Okay. This is a lot worse than I expected it to be. There are some emergency first steps that need to be taken here.
Yeah.
Like here, for example, I definitely need to fix that.
Yep.
Okay. Now, that's everything fixed. Now, what do we have in Storm protection.
Not storm protection. What's the other thing there?
That's an ACU
Oh, that's
center.
flashing up the top.
That's because all the guests are still in the shelters, which means they're not making any money. So next step on my priorities list is to make sure that it doesn't all break again.
Okay.
Okay. Storm defense.
It isn't covered because it hasn't completed construction yet, but I think you got everything.
No, there was places over here I hadn't covered. So if I just stick that on there. Let's see if I
No, I think it's covered.
Nope. This fences can break. I'll need something else over here, and I'll need something to cover the monorail, I think. Which is going to be awkward. But anyway, something... if I build a station there, obstructed. That'll cover, but that's inside a paddock.
Yeah, and this was sort of why I wanted to be surprised, because you were going to start building. Oh well.
It's not going to be as bad as Subnautica. For example, that's got a 90% coverage.
You say as we're basically continually going over.
If I just park this here and throw a thing in, then I'll be able to release the guests and call it a session. So, and run that to there, and nice. To there.
As long as he doesn't build an exhibition center, you will be fine.
Okay. And
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for any inconvenience.
what's lost power? Ah, no power there. Okay. I'll need a new substation for that. Connecting to the grid there. And what have we got in power generation? Management views for power. 60 for 60.
Yeah.
Suboptimal, but manageable.
Storm stations cost power.
Yeah. Also, there's no dinosaurs, which... New island, new save. Yeah, so... yeah, our work is cut out for us.
Yep. Oh, hey, it's the beach one.
Yeah. And hey, we've got... all of this is technically buildable space, which looks nice. We can't build on the beach, we can build next to it.
Yep.
We can
No
also build
accidental
this
saltwater drinking dinosaurs this time.
This way, right down here. So we've got a fairly long and thin park to build here. We're going to need another entrance at this end at some point. But otherwise, it's... well, we've got our work cut out for us.
Yep.
But that is next stream's problem. For tonight, I say... we have reached stream end.
Yep.
What time zone are you in? because we're in Australia, which has some... Yeah, we have some time zone lag.
Yeah.
Yeah, for us right now, it's 10 to 10 on Monday night.
Yep.
9 a.m. Right. So,
Right.
Yeah, our... hang on. What was that? Oh. Because I did that. And sorry. If you caught a sound effect there, that's because I accidentally closed the game instead of just going back to the main menu. So... that was the sound of the Spud's Discord feed shutting down. Yeah. We usually stream Monday, Tuesday, and Friday nights on one of our channels. Which channel we stream on, it can fluctuate a bit because it depends on availability. Our most consistent stream at the moment seems to be running on my channel. And for our time zone, we typically stream, as I said, Monday, Tuesday, Friday evenings between 6 and 9 p.m. Which is quite early in the morning for you, I think. But yeah, we love to meet new people. Every time we go live, we send a notification out on the Discord. And thank you for following. So we have that too. Yeah, chill and fun is pretty much what we aim for. Good to meet you. Thank you to everyone else who's watched, either live or on the VOD. This brings us to the end of another Roombas of Thought live stream.
Yeah.
So we should be back tomorrow, same time, same channel. Until then, I have been Stalking Horse.
I've been Indecisive Spud.
And we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye. Thank you, JV, and have a nice day.
Yep.